Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Ty from stockists.com. Today we're going to talk about the Off-White Jordan 5. Now, Nike has really killed a lot of concepts that they've come up with. Like in the past, they come up with like a concept and then people like it and they start like throwing all kind of garbage out there. But they didn't do that with the Off-White, and I'm glad they didn't, because it kind of gives the shoe a certain value. Not that I care that much, but I just kind of feel like you don't overdo a certain model, like you have to kind of like preserve its originality a little bit, and with the Off-White, Nike has done that, and I'm glad. Now, coming out on like a week from today is the Off-White 5, and the shoe is pretty cool looking, man. Like the upper is kind of like blackish, a little gray with some kind of semi-translucent TPE coating on it, and the tongue has this circular cutout. And if you look at the tongue is also reflective, and the back has the Nike traditional branding on it. And then I love the outsole with that vintage look to it. It looks like the shoe's already been worn for a long time, so it's a good thing. And then set of 3 different laces that have the quotation shoelaces on it, and a more cutout, circular cutout on the quarter panel, and on the panel the mesh side. And the zip tie, that's typical of most Off-White. And then your lace lock, and inside you have the industrial inscriptions. And then the box also has the circular cutout. That is pretty cool. I mean, I like the shoe. If you want to see more pictures, you may want to check another website, but this is nice. I like the shoe, I like the concept. And originally I was going to talk about, actually before I get into the actual shoe, fake ones are already out. I wrote on it. You might want to check the description in the link below, and you're going to see that. There's a fake. I don't have an authentic pair on hand to do it side by side, so I'm just pretty much going to show you a couple of things you can do to avoid the fake ones. That's what I did on the article. And I also failed to mention the speckled midsole on the shoe. Let's look at that over here. You can see a little bit of speckle over here. It's a nice shoe, man. I like it. Now let's talk numbers, okay? And to talk numbers, we're going to go to the slides. Now, when I was going to write about it, the first thing is this. Like, I thought, yeah, let me find who's getting the shoe. And I quickly found out by several legitimate sources that 46,000 pairs have been made. So for me, again, I'm glad when they do this, because I'm like, okay, I don't have to work hard. I already know the number. I'm going to give it to you. Now, that's like twice as many as the Air Jordan 1 High 85 Varsity Red. So for some reason, the 23 is instrumental into determining how many pairs of a limited edition Nike throws on the market. Because 23,000, that's the number 23, and 46, that's twice 23,000. So that's interesting. So I'm going to give you a list of people that are going to sell the shoe. So make sure you check my website in about like 3 or 4 days, because I'm sure the list is going to pop out. So sure to check my website in like 3 days to get access to it. So now we're going to talk about the resale value. And brace yourself. The first thing that I did was I went and I collected my data, of course. And when I ran it, it's between the 26th of January till today. It's crazy. Like on the 26th, there's a pair that actually sold for almost $3,000. Everything else was between $1,500 and then $1,700. But you have a few outliers here. You can see these things here. That's an outlier. Okay, so the average price of the shoe with the outliers is $1,630. Now, without the outliers, because I removed them, it's $1,575. So you're still looking at a lot of money, man. Like, this is crazy. All right, so let's look at the interpretation real quick. Now, like I said, you can see from the graph that the highest sale was at $3,000, right? But the shoe, for some reason, has stayed like close to the $1,500 and $1,600 price range. It hasn't changed. So anywhere between $1,500 and $1,600, this is how much you can get for this shoe in revenue. And when I showed you earlier, you see that there's a negative trend. Don't pay no mind to it, because if you remove these outliers, it's going to be a positive trend from there. So the outliers kind of mess it up a little bit, but it's the positive trend, meaning the shoes is going to keep gaining in value as time progresses. So this is a good shoe. It's an incredible shoe, like I said, for resale purposes. And let's see what the best sizes to acquire are. So we're going to look at that. Okay. Now, when I did it, you can see, this needs to get out of here. Like size 11, 8.5, 10.5, 11.5, 8, and Another one here. Let me go back. This is another size 10.5. We'll see it next time. Are the best sizes. I actually gave you a quick observation here. So based on the graph, size 6, 8, 8.5, 10.5, and 11, and 11.5 are the best sizes. They yield to the highest revenues, ranging from $1,700 to $2,200. So that means if you buy the shoe, that's how much you're going to get back in revenue. Not the profit yet. We're going to talk profit in a second. Now the shoe costs about $225. That's before tax. And then basically like $240 after tax if you live in the state of Maryland. So the markup, when I use these numbers for the lucrative sizes, is like 644% to like 650. This is an incredible margin. And the profit that it yields to is between $1,546 to $1,600. This is crazy. If you get 10 of these, you easily make $16,000. Now, how you gonna get 10 of that is the question. I don't think I'll get it because I don't even try anymore. Now, the other sizes are still just as good. Revenues are ranging between $1,200 to $1,600, and the markup is $354 to 600%. For profits, anywhere between $850 to $1,440. So this shoe is definitely going to cause a ruckus. Like a lot of guys are going to try to get it. This is a great shoe for resale. For resale prediction or whatever, this is going to be a good shoe because you can see from the graph that everything lines. I mean, this is incredible. I say the Air Jordan 1 High 85 was going to be good, but it is not as good as this one. This is crazy. $1,600. I mean, you're talking good money. So I'll invite you to. Who's that? I'll invite you. My door was knocking, so my door was like banging, so I thought somebody was knocking. Anyway, so this is a good shoe. And I don't know what else to say. You know, just go back and check my website for when I release the stockist. All right. If you want to get the shoe now, you can get it. I have a list of people that are selling it. So go grab it if you can. But yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. And thanks again for being a watcher on howsokicks.com. Have a good day.